the results haven't been there just yet. And that's kind of the key to this one, is it's like, no matter how much you want to pump up and be happy about these performances and how good they look in terms of the way they play the game, some individual highlights out of the individuals, the results have to be there eventually. And they're kind of running out of opportunities for those results to come to fruition at these top level events, which is going to, in the future, take opportunities away from them. So every game that Imperial Valkyries steps into is kind of like a must win if they want to continue having the benefit of this VRS system, bringing them into these events with invites. Yes. Here we go, live into the pistol round.
Yes, here we go. And a different look for Imperial Valkyries, not running the same pistol round as they ran yesterday. And MIBR, they've got 3 players in that A bomb site ready to defend, but more of a focus in towards top middle and leaving Cat at the B apartments.
All right, very, very patient. Look how cautious they're being in middle. Zaz going to be coming in through the underpass. Similar setup to what we're going to be seeing when the gun rounds actually begin as well. Zaz, that underpass player with Ana and Tory coming out top mid. And now we're going to book it up catwalk to attack into things. It's going to be Insani and Drop to defend at the B-bomb site.
Well, Insani's up first and not able to get the job done. A lot of damage done to Tory, but not enough to take her down. And so Drop is waiting inside of the B site, not connecting shots, and realizes he needs to get back to safety. He takes some bullets on that retreat, and he's not allowed to retreat as Tory hunts him down and lands that headshot. Now 4v3 thanks to 1 kill back from MongolZ, but bomb is planted. And we've seen a devastating retake yesterday against Eternal Fire, where they were able to come back despite Imperial Valkyries holding the advantage of the post plant and the pistol. They can't let that happen here on B.
Oh, here we go. Dooley's going to start leading the way. Exit crawling up, cleared his corners. Good crossfires. Imperial holding them off for the moment. There's the Dooley's connecting. That bomb timer, though, getting so deep.
Yeah, 2v2 established, though, off of these kills, and you can just hide at Van, you can hide at the bench, and like you said, the time is on their side. Bullets from Exit, not able to break through in time, and Tory will land the trade kill and win this pistol for Imperial Valkyries. They pick up the first round of Mirage.
And that's a really good sign of the pistol, because this is where they have to improve on from yesterday. Even against Eternal Fire, they actually found themselves in really good positions on this map with solid pushes and solid bomb site takes. It's the post plants where they dropped the ball. Unable to hold off, woman advantage retakes, 4-on-3 retakes. Xantar's was a monster with a couple critical kills on those retakes, but this time the Valkyries start this map holding MIBR at bay.
Exit doing what he could, but it wasn't enough on the initial B defenders. Everybody on the B bomb site just went down without a kill. So I think Insani in particular will be quite frustrated about how it went down for him. He did 90 damage to Tory before getting headshotted.
Oh,
but
for sure.
The buy is back in for MIBR.
And let's not forget, Catwalk, Imperial Valkyries, their Catwalk hits yesterday were really effective as well, taking over the B bomb site. So that might be something that they find continued success with. Second round buy. We've got a FAMAS that's already hit the ground. MongolZ has one as well. Tons of damage taken early, and now the rifles are chiming in.
No, very clean so far from Imperial Valkyries. Wanting to try and limit the casualties to 0. Currently, have done a decent job at that. MongolZ's going to spoil the party, though, and they... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, from a 5v2 to a 2v2 in the blink of an eye. Tory pulling up with a headshot. No, Ana goes down as well. Now suddenly a 1v1, and that bomb is at least planted for Tory, but the tap is there, not the stick. And Tory has to stay composed to win this. She knows MongolZ's not on that defuse due to the sound he's making, but now he is. Now he's on the 10-second stick. And Tory jumping up through connector, sees him sticking it. Oh, but the damage is done. And Tory just keeping her head down, playing this one to perfection at least. All of her teammates give it up, give chances away. They do not allow it to be a clean victory, but Tory stays composed to win the second round here for Imperial Valkyries.
Yeah, you missed that one detail. That's gotta be a wake-up call for Imperial Valkyries. No matter what the advantage is, you have to be focused on not letting those details slip. Stairs never cleared, and MongolZ has just offered up a free double as they wander into his crosshair. Everything up to that point was absolutely perfect. This is a great hit. 23 does a lovely job coming out of Palace, but nobody clearing this and everyone just assuming it's safe. They almost hand this round right back. Thank God for Tory saving the day.
Yeah, he's doing everything needed. Oh, it's so close to being a complete disaster there for Imperial Valkyries. I was about to start talking about how they've kept all 5 players alive. They've built the money up. That's out of the window now. Then we're now looking at Imperial Valkyries, a very limited cash left in their bank. So MIBR buying right back into it, knowing they've got their economy on the ropes. And Imperial Valkyries need a clean round victory here. Big conversation yesterday, Jason, was how different of a story could it have been against Eternal Fire if Imperial Valkyries didn't lose some of those early T rounds where they got into a good situation in the pistol round. They lost the retake. They lost the clutch to Xantaras in the follow-up round. And we just wondered, you know, what would the scoreline look like if they get off to a better T-sided start? We might get that answer today against MIBR.
Yeah, and with this, especially with the second round bye that went against MIBR, now the third round bye as well. This is tough to manage your economy in this kind of scenario. We'll see if LuCaoZ's got a little bit more magic in his pocket. Smoke blown open, good kill. No, not able to trade whatsoever as he falls back and survives. So the AK does some early damage. 5-on-4 in the favor of MIBR.
Yeah, unfortunate opener. I think tory went down a couple times in mid to Zantaras yesterday as the opening. He buys on that today. Exits Deagle on default. 23 to go down to the 5-7. It's not the start Imperial Valkyries that we're looking here. MIBR coming in with all the opening frags and 23 seconds left in the round and nowhere really to go here for the Imperial Valkyries.
Nowhere to go at all. Just going to be backing away, saving the weapons. Nice job from MIBR. This time stalling them out. Well done from LuCaoZ. 1 kill on that saved AK-47, and the third round bye actually works out for MIBR. Money on the other side of things for Imperial Valkyries is a bit of a disaster. They're going to force up around these saved weapons. Ana can drop a gun over if she wants to help out. But other than that, Imperial Valkyries going to have an early obstacle in their way.
Yeah, LuCaoZ's had a great start to the game, Jason. 6-0 right now for him. This is the opening fight. tory just not ready for that smoke break.
They broke
there in the right spot.
They broke the con smoke at the same exact time.
Oh, so it just threw her off.
Well, there was that with tory was going to be occupied with window, but the underpass players are kind of occupied with that con smoke breaking, and no one's able to really work together to kind of punish any of those kind of aggressive peaks. So nice little idea from MIBR. Good timing on that as well as they do it at the same time and just confuse Imperial's mid hold.
Yeah, Bubble having a in-depth conversation between Zaz and tory. Going to be a frustrating opening day for MIBR, who had a double overtime loss on Train versus Wildcard and then got banged out on their map pick of Nuke. So if there is a game to bounce back in, MIBR would hope it would be this one. You can see Imperial Valkyries' money is taking a huge hit over the last 2 rounds, even though one of them was a victory. Losing that previous round has put them on Tech 9s on 2 and a Galil for tory alongside the 2 AK-47 for Zaz and Cat.
Control
break again.
Yeah, but this time not able to complete the kill. Damage done to safe, so Imperial come out on top of that, and now they get a creep up catwalk.
Sani ready to go up on short. Safe coming through the window is a threat that tory has to be aware of. She gets a lot of damage done to LuCaoZ, but he's kind of immortal right now, yet to die. 7-0. And Sani to drop Cat at short side, and we're now looking at a 5v3 for MIBR to kick off round 4. Ana fighting back and at least getting one of those kills in the safe. And look at the space that Zaz has found here, but she runs a little bit too quickly, and LuCaoZ was in a position to catch her.
Yeah, she made the educated guess that window kill that Imperial got was clearing out window and jungle. So turned her back to it and tried to get a little bit more space, not aware that there was a second player who stepped up. LuCaoZ is able to get a freebie from behind. Ana, a couple kills at the end would be great, but out of ammo, and we're all tied up at 2. And this is another factor that we can compare to yesterday against Eternal Fire as well, is Eternal Fire in the early going especially didn't really challenge in middle a whole lot. Didn't really fight to prevent Imperial Valkyries from having that space. They let them have catwalk, they let them have the mid-ramp. We see MIBR breaking these smokes, challenging, standing tall, peering over the smokes, actually harassing them as they move up catwalk, and it's having great effect right now.
And finally, the money is drained completely from Imperial Valkyries. They're down to Glocks. The amount of damage that was inflicted by MIBR over and over again has now left them economically sparse, but the AK-47s have been picked up for the CT side, so you can see MIBR have an opportunity here to build their money. Shouldn't really expect any damage whatsoever here from the Valkyries.
No, we really shouldn't. Oh. You watched that VP Cole game earlier?
Yes. You know, I feel bad for Complexity. I feel bad for them, man. They just can't get a map win. I think it's going to be a long time before we see it happen.
No, it's not going to be that long.
I can't say I was surprised. I can't say I'm surprised.
They're going to win a map tomorrow.
Yeah, Yeah, there's a chance of that. I mean, they were very close to picking one up today. But I think it's a long-term project. I think Complexity would have realized that as well. When you lose a lead, you ain't replacing him. So you go into picking up and trying to develop some new talent. It's going to be a period of time where they just can't hang with the top teams.
My boy Grim's going to spank somebody tomorrow. I know it. I can feel it.
Yeah, you feeling it?
Yep. I'll send him a motivational speech tonight.
Yeah.
3-2 in the favor of MIBR. The guns are back out. AK-47s across the board for Imperial Valkyries. Let's see if they have any kind of a change up to the way they approach things or make some adjustments to prevent taking damage from this mid-window fight. Important to note as well, again, we'll just call it back to yesterday. The Valkyries, they missed a lot of window smokes yesterday. So I'm hoping they saw that in the VOD review and went back and made sure they've got it under wraps today. This one lands just perfectly. Yeah, this one at the very least is great.
23 passive, holding the A ramp pressure. MIBR have sent 2 players over there, but they're not going to force the issue and push all the way down the ramp. They'll just leave exit in that more advanced position. Tory to re-smoke the window.
It's also
some space to play with.
It's also the change up, the adjustment came on the MIBR side. This time they didn't challenge middle early. They've done it a number of times. It looks like they want to come back and set something up for late. There's a bounce smoke to break the window smoke from Catwalk. Creative way to do it, showing different looks to challenge in middle. A little bit of damage, but not the result they would have wanted out of this. Double nade underneath the window. It's Zaz to take the chip damage. And we're passing the 1 minute mark. As Imperial Valkyries line up for an execute into the B bomb site. Drop to defend from dark.
Yeah, you brought up this point yesterday. They did find a number of successful rounds towards the B bomb site. Not always getting them converted into round victories, but getting into the site and getting that bomb planted. So Imperial Valkyries look at the rock that style again, and it's Drop looking to defend this B bomb site. There's a lot of steps coming towards him. Gets that first pick. Second is better, and spots out 23, leaping down to the van with a bomb in her back. The teammates now arriving. Anna at the back of the pack, taken out as well by Drop, who does very well from short side to develop into 3 kills and allow MIBR their 4th round victory.
Yeah, that's a beautiful round from Drop when you think about it. A good timing on his defensive Molotov when the map goes quiet. He senses that timing of a realignment into the B holes. Molotov gets a tick of damage, also gives him the sound cue, so he's able to pull a teammate over for help, and good repositions after the kills. Kill here, slides out to help his teammate over at Catwalk, and then obviously a new position. Anna's expecting to be in the dark corner, and he's at a wider angle. So a beautiful round from start to finish from Drop.
Once again, Imperial Valkyries have to go down with pistols. MongolZ going aggressive towards ramp, ready to just lay down some spray. Zaz caught on the other side of that fire. Tory through connector. She got here very quickly. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to do too much unless 23 from Palace can come out with a Tech 9. She's got another kill. She can hunt down the ramp player, and another kill for 23. So a better weapon on the ground, and the bomb could be picked up. Getting flanked, though. That's a bit of a problem. That B player Drop, he's coming around the backside. I don't think 23 is considering this yet. She's going to walk all the way back, knife out, straight into Drop. And there was a slight chance for her to get her gun back out there, but Drop still able to make it work.
Oh, he's starting to have quite the impact. Lukowski's up to 11-1, so things are going great for MIBR. No issues handling. And for Imperial Valkyries, not having the same success of even finding bomb sites as they did yesterday. We were excited to see kind of the result if they could pick up and win some post plants. They're struggling to get into them now that the guns are out. MIBR is being relentless.
Yeah, they're supplying pressure constantly towards ramp here as well. We'll get a full buy again for Imperial Valkyries. They have had a few weaknesses over the last few rounds, but now they've got the AWP out for Anna. Got to start changing up the game now. And Sani going aggressive up through the short smoke. Tory needs to be ready for this kind of fight. Oh, the flash comes in at the perfect time, and Tory stood no chance.
Yeah, this is brutal. It feels like MIBR's game plan has just kind of been like disruptive and being like, you know, we know the default that Imperial Valkyries is going to run. Let's find different ways to just be disruptive about it. Breaking smokes, challenging, messing with the timings that Imperial Valkyries want to hit. Now you're getting aggression up middle, want to flash through a smoke. This is tough for Imperial Valkyries to deal with. They might want to start descending into some hits towards that big bomb site just to try and make this defense honest. Make them fall back and play the bomb sites instead so you can start taking mid control. But it's clear MIBR want to put a stop to this in the default right out of the gate.
Yeah, great shot from Anna. Great reaction to be able to get that kill back into the 4v4. 50 seconds left, though. When their in-game leader down immediately, she can sit down and watch all the screens and perhaps try to conduct a mid-round here, but Zaz going down from a boosted drop. 40 seconds left. The only last-ditch effort they have available is this A bomb site attack. Got to exit out towards stairs. Safe should be a problem, really. He really could prove effective here for the MIBR defenses unless the smoke comes in and severs off his vision. Exit's going to be fast back into the con, but smoke comes up and it still doesn't matter. Safe has the angle despite the smoke covering off his vision, and they just can't catch the break. Now 4 seconds, at least Cat goes down before time, but 6-2 as there's no slowing down here for MIBR.
No, not at all. They're being super proactive on the map right now, and now we're also finding the tough part of 23 and Cat on the extremities. While they did such a good job yesterday, they're really struggling to find some openings and opportunities against MIBR. This is getting rough. So now you have Tech 9s. I think this is one of those rounds where it's almost easy to kind of descend into a bomb site hit. It's also probably easy to read that knowing the economic situation if you're MIBR. They're going to have success at the A or B site if they want to alleviate some of this pressure at middle.
Call to go into the A bomb site. Exit ready to play from CT. Lacalzian and Exit coming in with 2 openers. Zaz snips him behind, but all of her teammates gone. And a little bit unfortunate that there's no forces left here for Imperial Valkyries to make anything too effective. So Tory comes out last at ramp. All of her teammates down in. Need a miracle, really, to get into a competitive position. Not allowed to happen. 7 rounds in a row for Made in Brazil.
I think there's an element of this where you got to feel bad because it feels like MIBR came in and all that frustration and anger that built up yesterday in their match is just being unleashed here. They're spot on. There's no mistakes. There's nothing right now for Valkyries to find and take advantage of. This is a nasty little performance to start the map for MIBR.
It's great work, great utility, great team play coming out from MIBR. So disruptive, breaking apart any chance that Imperial Valkyries have had in these gun rounds. Oh, great shot from 23. It looked like that was about to be a big opener for Exit. Now, Safe has played this position numerous times throughout this first half. Will they be able to get rid of him with utility? That's the most important factor. Fire goes down in front of him. He's forced to change up his position, and 23 and Zaz come in firing. So 4v2. Imperial Valkyries need to close this one out, but Safe is still here causing problems. A kill on Zaz down in middle. And a 3v2 now for Imperial Valkyries. They still hold the woman advantage for the time being with just over a minute on that clock.
And Drop's been very good in these situations where he's got some time to read and got some time to make decisions. Safe is going to go for a long flank, so Drop is going to play this passively. Anna's holding for the swing. Here's the Molotov out, flashbang over. Anna's going to be taken off the angle. There's the shot and Drop. He's going to challenge for it, going to try and keep her pinned down as Safe comes in on the flank from A ramp.
Yeah, the flank is huge here from Safe, but he wants to play with the Tech 9. He's got low HP, but Anna not looking the right way, not considering this. Here comes Safe. About to unravel all of their plans, and he knows that that scope is up, so there's less risk to walk and buy his time. Drop comes in with a shot on Tory. It's now 23, 1v2. Grenade to break the smoke and spot the diffuser, and in fact, it's lethal on the blast. It's a 4K from 23, and Imperial Valkyries get another round in this first half.
All right, a much-needed clutch. Let's see if they can turn it into something. Really well done from 23. Nade timing is just coincidentally perfect for the low HP Safe coming in to defuse the bomb. A stellar clutch, and Imperial Valkyries get another round on the board.
Two rounds left in the half. Problem is for Imperial Valkyries, they will never break the money now of MIBR. You're getting up against 5 rounds for the rest of the half here. Drop the solo B defender. He can't call Insani back from short. He'll be on B site in just an instant. But for the time being, there is a potential weakness to exploit here from Imperial Valkyries if they can drop the only defender here quickly. Had to save myself there, Jason. Nearly said drop. I couldn't quite.
I know,
say
and
that.
when that happens, it's like, oh, I can't really get out of this.
Big round from Big. Oh,
Well,
good kill from MongolZ over the top of that smoke. Tory down again. So really, it feels like there's a timer on the play now for Imperial.
well, also, I mean, I think it just gives the indication of what's coming. There's your mid player. You know they like splitting the B bomb site. So yeah, both your defenders here are going to be on notice and ready to go. And Sani playing underneath the window, ready for the jump out. Drop at an off angle, back in the site. First kill is easy. Second kill as well. And even though Insani goes down, Drop is still here. Again, plenty of time to pick and choose his battles.
And Anna removed by Drop at the end, so Imperial Valkyries struggled to put 2 rounds together. Outside of the initial, picked up pistol and follow-up conversion.
That's a bumblebee.
That is a bumblebee. Looks handmade as well.
Love the bees.
Big fan
Save
of
the bees.
vitality.
Shut up. You know I hate that.
The bees.
The bees are here. All right, smoke out for the mid window, smoke out towards the base of, oh, not the mid window, it's base of Catwalk and Con. So they want to swing around and got to be a little bit careful. There is a player challenging, it's MongolZ, but they want to go fast behind the Molotov. Turning the corner though, taken down. 23, no access to Catwalk quickly, and this is Imperial with some weaker weapons, trying to introduce some chaos, and it has gone the other way entirely.
Yeah, unfortunate here. This T side is not going to amount to much. It ends in a 9-3 half, which is, I believe, the exact same scoreline they had against Eternal Fire yesterday.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all.
Not ideal at all.
I mean, they had a decent start in the second half. Just, fortunately lost to pistols pretty early on in that second half, which killed any dreams of a comeback.
Well, also, it looks like MIBR's not messing around today. This is, I mean, they've come in and they're just putting some punishment here. This is a MIBR team that looks like they're not making too many mistakes, and more than anything, the aggressive nature, the assertive nature is just throwing off Imperial Valkyries, who are just praying for a little bit more breathing room. That's never come throughout this half. So Cat's left in the 1v5, gonna do a donk impression. Here we go. No, that, damn.
Yeah, tough to do a donk impression.
It is hard to do a donk impression. Yeah, he came about as close as you possibly can, didn't he?
In fact, arguably better.
Arguably better. I don't know, man.
Just kind of special.
That'd be a tough
plays.
one. Which one was better? I don't actually know.
Well, Donk won the award for Best Play of the Year, so
Yeah.
I guess that answers it. Although they need a lot of miracles to go their way, really, to come back in the second half. I mean, they need everything to go right. They need to win the pistol, the follow-up, the first gun round. And from that point onwards, you got to hope that Anna picks up the AWP and starts taking over the server, similar to how she did it against Furia. It's tough for Imperial Valkyries. And, you know, they've had a lot of opportunities. And I think yesterday, there were still smiles on their faces, but I think you could see the disappointment. They're all competitors, and I think they just want to do better, considering they started so strong at Blast Bounty.
Well, it started so strong. Didn't end that way, though, did it, Dinko?
No, not in this first half, for sure. I mean, the pistol was strong, second follow-up was good, but yeah, they just had a lot of issues with the money.
I mean,
well.
more than anything, it's just they didn't get to execute any real plans. Like,
No,
as I mentioned, Eternal Fire let them kind of have mid for most of yesterday, so they had like this kind of free launch pad to execute what they wanted and take some space and apply some pressure. And MIBR was just like, we're not even going to mess around. Like, you're going to have to earn that control, and if you can't do it, then this is the kind of half that it's going to look like.
Yeah,
so Imperial on the CT side now going to have to make a big comeback.
Yeah, simple B hit here, coming in, deep short smoke. Isolate Cat from her teammates, and Drop's got the opening kill. So Bomb's got to go down and 4v5 retake. You've got a kit and a smoke here in 23, but you need Anna to get this instant headshot. MongolZ's not going to step too far forward.
Nah, he's got no reason. Anna's going to have to walk into it. MongolZ even backing off a little bit, finds the angle, steps into a headshot. Good trade from 23, who's looking sharp in these past few rounds, but too many crossfires as you exit market. This is going to be an impossible retake.
Yeah, Tory to go down to Insani, leaving Zaz, and it's clean from MIBR. They lose one player, nearly lost Drop, but he survives on 1 HP, and we're looking at a 10-3 scoreline here in Mirage. Oh, this is how Drop got it then. He actually got, I think he got hit by his teammate. That's why he went down to 1 HP.
Well,
no force buy. They want a gun round here.
It goes from bad to worse. It's gonna that large comeback is gonna have to begin with a really awkward buy in the next round. Only pistols. Imperial saving up as much money as they can. They know they need armor and utility in the next round, in the third round buy. So MIBR has the red carpet laid out to get up to 11 and a B stack as well.
Yeah, not going to be too much defense here. Tory could get sneaky through the smoke. She was spotted by Drop, and that MAC-10 will immediately eradicate her.
Yeah, and the investigation of the A bomb site is complete. So 11-3 is going to be the scoreline. And then it's got to be an immediate start from Imperial Valkyries on the comeback.
Well, I mean, if they can just win a few rounds going out of this map, I think we talk about the concept of playing yourself into the series, you know? Going into map 2, it is a best of 3. You don't want to just get blanked.
Okay,
get a few more rounds, make the scoreline look a bit more respectable going into map 2.
I like what you're doing here. You're being the glass half full kind of a guy, scraping the bottom of the barrel, the silver lining kind of a guy.
Someone's got to be around here, Jason.
Someone does, and someone will be the realist. The next map, I mean, as we saw yesterday, like the map pool for Imperial Valkyries at this level, it just kind of fell off a cliff. So Ancient's going to be an interesting prospect for them, but with this level of play that MIBR and this level of domination, it's hard to imagine. It's just hard to imagine.
Of course, yes. Difficulty is ahead. All right, this is their last go of things. They're one buy round here on the CT side. Ana's going to get the AWP out. And there's going to be a pretty heavy commitment towards the B-bomb site early doors here for MIBR. So they're going to play right in towards Cat. And here comes the utility. Drop to jump out with a MAC-10. Cat gets caught by a flash, but is able to recover, turn back. Tory's gone down. Cat on the double. Molotov comes in, starts to apply some pressure behind that pillar. And now here comes a kill from Exit inside of the bomb site. So it's a double. He clears out Cat and Zaz in one foul swoop, leaving Ana and 23 in a 2v3 retake. You'd imagine they're going to go for this. They had a lot of situations yesterday where they could have saved. They don't have that luxury here today. So they're going to be setting themselves out on market. They've got to hope that they can somehow claw their way into a 2v3 retake here.
You might just want to save here. There's no kit, there's one smoke, and especially now that that's gone down, save the off for the final round. Yeah, even in that 2-on-3, that was always going to be a tough ask. I think even the save in that scenario would have been justified. But regardless, what are you supposed to do right now if you're Imperial Valkyries? Look at MongolZ, 17-4. Look at Exit, 17-4. Like, these guys are just beasting you whenever they get the opportunity, and that's a beautiful shot. Ana goes down last, and it's 9 opportunities to close out the map for MIBR.
Yeah, relentless from MIBR, even hunting down the save right at the end, making sure that AWP isn't going in the next. They want to close this out as quickly and as cleanly as possible and recover from their initial loss here at PGL Cluj-Napoca. They lost to Wildcard yesterday in a 2-0 fashion, and they want a clean 2-0 victory today versus Imperial Valkyries. Yeah, great shot from Exit.
Alrighty, well, it's got to begin right now. Do your glass half full stuff, Dinko. I got nothing. I'm the half empty guy today.
I spilled my glass, Jason.
Dang it. Okay, so even you've checked out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair. I think it's fair at this point, but you know, MIBR looking to just take a swift victory, and it's good to see from MIBR that they have brought this level today. There was, I think, some worrying signs yesterday, in particular on Nuke on their map pick against Wildcard. I think they looked checked out, didn't they? I think you commented on that a few times. So just how the mistakes coming in.
Halfway through Nuke, I think they just kind of got knocked out of their game to the extent where they lost the series as well. It was a bit weird. Drop's going to find a kill as the smoke fades. 23 trying to creep up and do something heroic with one of the few rifles that Valkyries came into this round with. Utility chucked out. The second timing of util to gain control of con stairs and underneath window. As MIBR moves into a split onto this A bomb site, 2 coming ramp, and it's going to be easy access. And Zaz is flashed in and just not the weaponry to stop anything at all.
Nope, tory gets one dig on the way out, but that is it. Cat now left 1v4, and MIBR come into Imperial Valkyries map pick, and they will win it 13-3. Cat will slowly march her way towards CT spawn and give it her best go. We are going to watch MIBR take this first map victory away. Ancient up next. For first pick here, she encounters the high HP player. Time is starting to tick as well, and the grenades come in and blast her away. MIBR with a convincing victory outside of the initial 2 rounds picked up. Imperial Valkyries only win 1 gun round, and MIBR get the job done. Just a really solid CT side from MIBR, stifled any sort of gun round success that Imperial Valkyries could get into. I'll just put it all on red, Jason.
Let it ride.
Yeah.
All right. You absolute psycho.
It came out of nowhere.
You know, there's so many places you could go with that question, and you picked the absolute worst answer possible. So I'm going to commend you
back,
on that.
you know?
I'm going to commend you on that one.
Then I buy 2 saunas.
Jesus. All right. Let's get into the... Well, it's paused, so we won't get into the game
I think the
yet.
music here would be perfect for the sauna, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
The spawn music. I think it sounds real good.
All right, throw a speaker in there and just have ancient music, ancient T-Spawn playing on loop for hours at a time. Pistol round, gonna go live. MIBR on the T side attacking into Imperial Valkyries defense. Dooley's picked up on Ana. We've got Kit and Smoke on Tory. Dooley's on 23 as well. On the MIBR side, it's all armor. So I expect this to be a rush, and it's looking like it's gonna be a rush out middle.
Oh,
not
no,
live.
It's not.
Not
lies. You lied to all of us, Jason.
Oh, it was so close, though. They were about to turn that corner.
Did you ever do athletics where you had this sprint and they shoot the gun and you have to run off the line?
No, like the track and field kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do track and field when I was in high school.
Oh.
I have done sports where I've had to run, though, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's not what I'm asking. It was a track and field where the guy shoots the gun and then you run. There's nothing quite as anxiety-inducing than the final few seconds before. Yeah, waiting. Because like, you just want to get off the line quickly, Jason, and then, jump the gun. I got disqualified from the javelin.
Why? What'd you do with the javelin? Did you chuck it out of the designated javelin field?
No, I was actually eating a sort of portion of French fries with cheese, and I was told by the PE teacher that was not athlete food, and I got disqualified for setting a bad example. So literally could have got disqualified for any reason with the javelin. That was not one that I expected. So yeah, it could have been a professional javelin thrower. But that would be a cool career path. Can you be a professional javelin thrower? Can you make enough money off javelin throwing to build a career? Maybe, if you got enough, if you had a big personality, I think you could bring a lot to the javelin world. Let me see. How much do pro javelin throwers get paid? They get paid. There's no
documented information. Yeah.
Well, not really a whole lot, it would seem. So no, kind of not worth it, I suppose.
Okay, so javelin throwing is not a viable
Dude,
career path.
I'm reading $15,000 annually.
Okay, so you'd probably have to do a couple of different events in the track and field category.
Yeah. 50% of the track athletes who rank in the top 10 in the U.S. earn less than $15,000. Both of these teams are guaranteed to earn just below that number by being in this game right now, Jason. So I think Counter-Strike is the way.
Yeah, well, it's certainly over javelin throwing at the very least.
Yeah, so if your parents are trying to force you into athletics, just play Counter-Strike, guys.
Just play Counter-Strike. Well, we have a tech issue. We're hearing everyone kind of in spawn trying to match medic the situation or restart the game and get it ready to go, but we're seeing headphones come off. So a little bit of a delay here as we wait for map number 2 to start. Over on the mainstream, the game being played over on the A stream, is FaZe Eternal Fire, as map 2 has just begun.
And I believe, is that with Scrawny and Launders?
I believe so as well. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
Scrawny and Launders. All right, those guys.
SNL, as they're affectionately known.
Probably better than most episodes of SNL. I watched it today.
Nice reference. It's not aged well, has it?
No, I was watching an episode today in the coffee shop before work, Jason. I was just like, this is not funny.
No, old school SNL was great though. When you had like Jeopardy, you had, I loved old school SNL.
Yeah, I'm sure some of it's still good, just not the bits I've watched so far. All right, let's check in with the community sentiment, shall we? I think I heard Harry and Hugo talking to the chat earlier. I think that's always a dangerous thing to do, but maybe there's something interesting. So if you have anything to say and this pause goes on, maybe Jason will answer your question. So send them in the chat.
I'm not watching Twitch chat. Are you crazy?
I mean, I'll look at it and I'll ask the question.
You can filter the questions for me.
Yes, if you have a question for Jason or me, just ask it in the chat. And if it's reasonable, perhaps we'll read it.
You need to screen my calls, Dinko.
Yeah, I'm like the secretary. Yeah.
I don't
How do you
take
like
calls,
your coffee, Jason?
I don't take calls from just anybody.
Yeah. How do you like your coffee?
Black.
Yeah. Cold
So
or
I'm easy.
cold brew or we talking hot?
Well, it's the winter, so I'm going to be taking a hot coffee now.
That's fair. The summer hits, nice little cold brew.
I tell you who could use some warm coffee is these MIBR guys in the booth. Everyone's kind of laying back.
They're chilling.
Yeah, they should be getting some coffee right now.
Yeah, it really should. And Sonny kind of does this thing, though. When he comes into the games, he has kind of a moment of meditation.
He does. When there's like tech pauses, he does like the whole eyes closed, breathing exercise kind of thing, finding his center.
There's a guy called Jason in the chat, Jason.
Nice.
And he said, what's Jason's middle name? Because he's also Jason, and his middle name is Alan.
Oh, well, my middle name's not Alan. And even if it was, I feel like we'd have different last names. My middle name is Matthew.
There you go. So we now all we need is a social security number, guys, and we're
exactly.
halfway there. Worst pizza topping? Definitely pineapple. Actually, tuna. Anders said he has tuna on his pizza.
Yeah,
which I think that's
it
gross.
is tuna. It is tuna. Tuna pizza is disgusting. Don't ever slander pineapple on pizza like that ever again. Just gonna throw it out there as a casual thing. Pineapple on pizza is delicious, and y'all are incorrect if you think otherwise.
Tuna is the worst, actually. All right, back into the game. Here we go. Jewel Paredes on Ana and 23. Kit available for Tory, and let's see what Ancient looks like. MLPR coming storming into middle.
I like that MIBR is just running the same pistol. Smoke comes up. Oh, they are not going to disrespect it. Good timing on that smoke. Stops them in their tracks. So now they're going to have to back away. And if they fall back to the B bomb site, they're falling right into the stack. Exactly what Valkyries would want to happen. Oh, and there's a dualies crossfire set up in cave.
23 ready to go with the Julies, and Ana gets the double as well. And yeah, that was a deadly crossfire for sure. Bomb goes down, and a big problem ahead here for MIBR to try and recover this, and it just is unrecoverable. So Imperial Valkyries with a stunning pistol win. They only lose 23.
Yeah, shout out to Tori with that smoke. She's the one that drops it in Red Room at that timing, and if that doesn't happen, they bust all the way through, and they ain't slowing down. But you funnel them right back to the dualies crossfire, exactly what you were hoping for with this kind of a stack, and Valkyries get the pistol much like the first map.
MIBR not going to have a whole lot of investment here at all. So they're just going to hang out in the water, and Imperial Valkyries have quite an easy time to take 2 rounds in a row here. Needless to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, Imperial Valkyries need the best start possible, and certainly taking the first steps, winning the pistol round with 4 players staying alive. They've got to keep everybody alive here, really build up the CT economy, and give themselves as many buy rounds as possible. You know, in the first half of Mirage, the problem was they lost too many players to the pistols in the second round 4 spy, and they really had economic issues throughout the rest of the half. I want to see Imperial Valkyries get as many opportunities and buy rounds in this half to see what they're capable of.
Okay, well, let's see. Drop. Ooh, spots the leg. Good swing from Zaz. Good swing from Zaz. She'll hold her nerve. Cat swings out a little bit wider with her, and the MP9s do the work necessary. So, Imperial Valkyries going to sustain in this round number 2. They're looking a little bit more motivated to swing for some fights. Obviously, confidence of the advantage of weaponry, but it's 2-0.
No. That's an expected result. Fist bombs come out here for bubble. And now we get into a more difficult round ahead of Imperial Valkyries. I'm glad they changed the name from Imperial Female to Imperial Valkyries. It's just much cooler, isn't it?
It is a lot cooler.
Cool name.
Yeah.
AWP for Ana, nice and early. Just got that out, no problem. Here come the AKs though for MIBR. 5 AK-47s.
Well, jump on through the smoke. Drop's gonna find some access in B lane. They know last round had 2 MP9s at the B bomb site on Cat and Zaz, so they might actually have a game plan to end at the B bomb site after a little bit of mid pressure and mid control when these smokes all fade away. Opposite the hands of Ana, that's positioned deep in red room, smoked off, so she's gonna start shifting towards the B bomb site. Heavy lean towards that B site.
Looks like we're gonna get a fight for Zaz coming up here with the MP9.
That's what I mean. I think it makes sense from MIBR, like wanting to lean and obviously kind of prioritizing heading towards the B bomb site where there's 2 MP9s. And it also is a good call from the defense, setting up the AWP here, bringing over an extra rifle as well, understanding the weakness of the MP9s, and I might bring MIBR to this bomb site.
45 seconds left. Ana going back into the peak. Holding down Cave. Great timing on that re-smoke. 35 seconds, making things uncomfortable here for MIBR.
There's no flashbang to get through that smoke either. They're going to have to wait it out.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough finish. There's even more utility left, in particular on Ana. I don't think she's going to unscope to throw it, though. And here they come, 20 seconds. Cat taking the first pick. Safe able to come back in. Ana chimes in, 23 at the top of the ramp. Stops any further pushes, and Safe has to be focused on the Cave player, which gives Tory the chance for damage, and will be finished off by Ana on the dual Berettas. So 3 in a row here for Imperial Valkyries. Yeah,
that's actually a sick round from Imperial Valkyries. A really nice read, a really nice lean towards that B bomb site to supplement the MP9s, and a perfectly timed smoke at the B ramp that just pretty much sealed the round in their favor. Nothing really MIBR could do to go through it whatsoever. They just get completely stalled out by util this entire round. 3-0.
Yeah, no bomb plant, so no extra cash on top here for MIBR. Likely to see a couple of upgrade pistols. In fact, they'll throw a Hero AK on Insani. Best case scenario right now for Imperial Valkyries. Winning the pistol conversion and first gun round, but Insani getting to work with that Hero AK is taking the first kill onto Tory. And a reset for MIBR in the 4v4. 23 able to get the kill back. Ana's going to be over towards Donut alone.
And this is actually a relatively scary position for just the AWPer, although she has help from middle, so she's not concerned about Donut. That's going to be 23 jiggling off heaven and just peering towards elbow, but this AWP misses one shot or just gets banged out with a dig, and this bomb site is lost. Rotation is very far away, so much pressure on Ana. There's the missed shot. She's got to back away in towards Donut, gets caught, and there it is, a nice kill, and the bomb site is completely lost.
Right now you're looking at a save, most likely for Imperial. Well, now you have to with that kill on 23, but we're still sending forces. Shadow allowed an advantage to Insani. Cat's still going to win that fight, but I just don't see how you get through Donut here. There's just such a strong setup to try and break apart. Not a whole lot of time left on that plant either. Zaz goes swinging in, but Exit's got the double kill. And from a Hero AK and some upgraded pistols around it, MIBR get their first T-round win.
That's a shame. And remember, this is too, yesterday against Eternal Fire, that Mirage, as much of a good performance it was, this was a similar kind of situation that stopped the comeback, was losing to a low buy. And here it's just Ana just getting wrecked. No support close by. And a good recovery from MIBR. They get their first round of the board, and how much can they climb back up into it?
Well, Tory climbing up straight away onto the ledge, running down into the B lane, but I guess that was a miss-smoke or one that just didn't throw for Imperial Valkyries, because Tory seemed to be completely convinced that Elbow would have been smoked out, and unfortunately the aggressive maneuver from Imperial Valkyries is immediately blocked by the fact that Elbow is either not covered or smoked.
All right, second round for MIBR. The question is, can they take the final guns away? And I think they will. Imperial Valkyries is really committed to coming in and trying to, like, in a 2v4, trying to make this comeback, trying to turn it into a retake, I guess. And it's like, those weapons probably should save them. So stuck around 2K. Imperial Valkyries about to lose that lead they built up.
I think that's something I have noticed from watching more and more of Imperial Valkyries is they are willing to attempt a lot more what we would call unwinnable retakes than the top squads. I think we've become so used to watching the top teams just call it off and play the percentage. And I think even when you look at some of the teams outside of the top 30, they'll attempt a lot more retakes, they'll attempt a lot more clutches that look unlikely. And I think Imperial Valkyries fall into that category.
Well, it's one of the learning lessons that takes time to kind of get into your head. But I mean, I imagine in those situations where we see them going for it, where normally a top team would go for a save, is those are rounds that they can probably turn around when they're competing mostly in you know, the Impact League. I bet they win a lot of those rounds they go for that seem unwinnable. But here against MIBR and against other top teams, against your Navis and your Bigs that they've all played against, you're not going to get that same benefit. Utility usage to give drop access over towards Cave and Jaguar. He steps through, so it's starting to pressure this B bomb site. There is a stack here, but it's only USPs and unarmored pistols. So going to be a pretty quick cleanup and a pretty quick third round for MIBR.
Well, nice and clean. No problems here. 23 gets caught as well, and everybody goes down. It is a scoreline that is now tied up at 3. Full eco. Expected result from that round in particular. Now the buy can come back for Imperial Valkyries. Got another matchup for you here on the secondary stream. Today it's going to be Astralis versus Saul coming up next. Instant door smoke from Imperial Valkyries thrown out. Ana back to the AWP. Insani boosted over the elbow smoke. Not seeing anybody being aggressive here from Imperial. Big control established for the Brazilians. They're going to move quite swiftly towards red. That smoke is about to fade, and Drop is in a decent position. Tory on the other side of it. It's going to be a tough fight for her because look how many players are here.
Yeah, 1 for 1 at most, I think. And oh, she's going to get cleared out as well. They spot the elbow. There's the step up for the next. Cat gets a double. That's nice, but is it enough? They're going to wrap around this A bomb site. Still 2 defenders here, but they're evacuating towards mid. And actually, Donut is being left entirely. Ana's AWP has moved out of position, so should be a pretty easy plant for the MIBR side.
No, backing in towards Ana, who's been quiet in the donut. And is able to come out on top with a kill on Insani. And now things get uncomfortable because they're flanking again. It's 23 coming in. Oh, they line up. At least she gets one out of that scenario. Looked a little uncomfortable for a second. And Exit doesn't have the util to block the vision of Ana, who can just hold that position in donut. Zaz hears the sound, knows exactly where Exit's coming from, and should lock this kill in without issues. So Imperial Valkyries head back into the lead.
Yeah, MIBR, I think, confused a little bit by the rotation. They thought those mid players were the A defenders, and when they shift over into the bomb site, they think it's entirely clear. And Sani's got his back turned to Donut, so an easy shot for Ana, but good job holding on to Donut. And still a 1-round lead. That double kill from Cat, surprisingly impactful down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, that is the winning play. That's what puts Imperial Valkyries into a position where they can still compete for the round victory. Smoke to doors again, but it's going to be disrespected as MIBR run right through it. And they're not stopping. Drop is already applying pressure towards Cave. And Zaz just a jag at the moment. Signaling that she's here with some shots going through the smoke.
Okay, that's an awkward Molotov. I think he just burned out his teammate a little bit. Flashbang over towards Donut to take away the angle, but still MIBR not moving forward just yet. This T side, Imperial Valkyries is doing a really good job of slowing this down and putting some rounds on the board, but the aggressive stance from Ana gets punished. And now that's going to open up the move in through Cave and Jaguar. 3 players from MIBR looking to attack, and there's 3 defenders on location. Here
comes LeCalzi out of the cave, and right into a 23 with that MP9. It's a great kill from LeCalzi. And start to wrap around the speedway. Turns, and Cat has to spin back, and she's just having to fight too many different angles. Had to worry about Cave, the potential flank from long side, just too many issues, and they can't hold on. So Bond goes down, Tory on the save on A, and I don't know if she's going to be able to get away with it. They're pretty close towards the A bomb site, but maybe she'd get into main. There's a chance of holding on to this.
I think Insani would have heard those footsteps.
Yeah, he did.
He heard the footsteps. You could see everyone kind of convening towards A main. So yeah, they're going to come hunt her down now that they have her location confirmed. There's no exit with the AWP holding her pinned down in towards A main. Now there's 2 low HP players. She can still survive this, but going to be tough.
Okay, so it's a fight pretty hard. At least the time she can hold out. They're all coming in from 2 sides now. There's just no way. No way she's going to be able to get away with it. Safe was on the flank, and the scoreline now tied up again. Money's in a position where you can't really afford to go for a buy here if you're Imperial, so it should be MIBR going into the lead.
And it's unfortunate too because Imperial Valkyries is struggling to put rounds on the board in a row. They get aggressive right after a round win and just get straight up punished by it. So just back to the save immediately. Yeah, this economy is getting brutal for Imperial. Lucauzi going to lead the way in through A main, and MIBR just calling a nice simple A walk contact play. Some utility might come out from drop if he wants to throw that CT smoke. Okay, that's a cool Molotov. Learn that one. Impress all your friends.
You use that one in your own games. Lucauzi going to get a blast open that smoke. And combined with the Molotov, it is a kill on Tory. Cat to fall very quickly after. Expected results here against Pistols. MIBR cleanup.
Yeah, now going to look to go on a run on it to end this first half with this economic control. On the scoreboard, it's going to be 5-4 when all is said and done. MIBR take a lead yet again. Let's see if Imperial Valkyrie have another fight back in them to tie things up. There's a deep double door smoke. Aggression on this map hasn't really lent itself to success for Imperial Valkyries. They tried to run this play earlier when it wasn't Molotov. This time, good win from 23 just as she gets blinded. 5 on 4.
The elbow was the big problem in those aggressive maneuvers, but this time 23 able to get the pick there. Unfortunately, though, the B bomb site falls to 1 man. It's excl coming through, getting 2 kills on Zaz and Cat, and that's the B bomb site under wraps. Tory trying to get in behind on ramp, gets beyond the Molotov and gets the headshot on drop. Now she's not alone. She has got a teammate with her. They're going to start moving up towards the smoke, but blocked out for now, and really got to allow Ana to make the next move, or at least get closer.
And Tori's got the only kid, and Ana doesn't want to get closer with the AWP on her own. She's hoping for a peek because you want to save that AWP if this retake is going to be wasted. Smoke clears, and do they step forward?
There's 23 coming up, great headshot, but time is the issue. And Ana just wasn't in a position to really compete, but she will get away at least with the AWP here. Running off to save it into the donut. And MIBR continue to build up rounds here, extending their lead by another round.
Well, that lead at 2. Good opening kill, but this is also just a really good understanding of reaction. Like, you see that kind of aggression down middle. You feel like you can maybe try and challenge, like it's going to take a defender away from this B bomb site, and Exit just grabs a double on the entry. Absolutely perfect. And calm and composed and poised for MIBR. No reaction to the wins, no reaction to the losses. They're just handling business right now.
Yeah, all still in hands of Anna, but this is the kind of round where you really want her to step up. Only pistols around it, so she goes more aggressive. Well, this is a really aggressive opening move, but I like it. She gives up the angle. Could have been a fantastic opener. Her teammates do get up towards heaven, though. These pistols can cause some problems for drop. And they're coming through the smoke. And Sani putting pressure onto the AWP. Shot rings out. They know exactly where it's located. Zaz getting 1 kill in that 5-7. This has got to be more, though. It has to be more. And Tory's going to fall alongside Zaz in tandem. And so MIBR snapped right back into holding the advantage.
All right, Drop leading the way. Priority's got to be saving this AWP, so I don't even want to see 23 really move. She's kind of like the one keeping space for Anna. This is a lost round. You're not going to win it. But Anna's AWP is even sliding over towards middle as well to try and get a flank on, almost like Imperial Valkyries is just so desperate to put rounds on the board, they're willing to risk it all, but now's not the time. Save it for the final round as Anna backs away, and that's really the only positive thing that can come out of this round for Valkyries, since she's already under pressure, and I think there's going to be a relative hunt here from MIBR. And Sani and Exit already chasing after Anna.
Yeah, they've got time, and they know where the AWP is.
There's a ninja attempt coming in.
Doesn't have a kit.
This ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, doesn't have a kit. Drop hung around to make sure that didn't happen. I like the attempt, though, from Cat.
Yeah, it's fair play. Nobody ever cleared her, but you know, that again, MIBR coming into today, not missing a detail. So Drop's just chilling, and Anna looking like she will survive with the AWP.
Yep, comes down. Yep, gets around the corner, does not peek into the open, and oh my God, last second stolen away. Kind of very unfortunate there for Anna not to carry the AWP over.
Yeah, bad to worse. Will she be able to afford another one in this final round? I know they have quite a losing bonus, so the cash might have been there to rebuy, and indeed she will be missing a little bit of utility, but I guess not the biggest deal at the end of the day. Good job from Safe with his AWP.
High five to a fist bump. I like it.
Why they acted like it was close, though? They gave like a big sigh of relief, as if like that was something that could have ruined the world, and Drop had been there the whole time. Final chance for Imperial Valkyries to get a 5th round on the board. Safe waiting for the peek from long. Anna's going to be coming in from the other side if she does want to go for the fight. Doesn't want to swing too wide, but wants them to know that she's keeping the angle with the AWP.
Well, holding in cave, not wanting to give up the angle. Her teammates forced away. Anna being patient, but a second Molotov comes in. This one forces her to change her position but go more passive, but Anna is just a heap of utility coming towards the AWP. She kept looking to move back into that position, but util's too good from MIBR. They're starting to move through towards A with that bomb, trying to keep their attention pinned towards the B bomb side, but it's all a fake. It's all about the A play. And right now, 23 is the only player close by, and Tory gets to CT, tries to fight, and will lose that jewel at long range. So the only player that can do anything about this is 23. Can't deny the bomb plant, but could kill the planter in the retreat, but miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah, well, speaking of the opportunity, Safe is going to step up next to keep her pinned down inside of Donut. 3-on-4. Man disadvantage for MIBR as they try and hold on to the bomb site. And once the smoke clears, Safe has to get aggressive now, and he does to success.
Oh, missed shot, though. On the turn back. A tough shot to land for Safe, but eventually taken out. Exit's pinned back in tempo, and Sani still waiting at the big box. Cat not looking there right now. She's still looking at May, but they got to go quick. Not a lot of time on this, and Cat gets caught by Exit. It's an 8-4 half by MIBR. and quite the lead against Imperial Valkyries right now, despite a strong start in the half from the CTs.
And mounting more resistance here on Ancient than they had on Mirage, which was nice to see. But still, MIBR just relentless, like a combination of just quicker decision making and protocols and reactions to different scenarios, and obviously some nice simple calls through Donut up B ramp. They had a couple nice hits at the A bomb site. They didn't have to do anything super creative. So big lead for MIBR, and switching sides, the Valkyries are looking at this pistol round as a must win. It's the luxury they've had in both their halves that have gotten like this gets 4 rounds on the board. They win the first 2 rounds of the half. Same with Mirage. They got the first 2 rounds with the pistol round and got 3. Gun rounds are going to be tough. So you need the pistol to help supplement the rounds that you have. Zaz looking at the notes just before we go live into the second half. Just a quick refresher course as freeze time comes counting down. Here's the closeout of that final round. Coming through the A smoke, tory had shifted over. You have to give credit over to Drop and MongolZ for the amount of pressure they put on that B bomb site to force enough of a shift for the fake to be effective.
Imperial Valkyries keeping it simple into the pistol round. It's going to be a heavy commitment towards the A bomb site. One player here tasked with dealing with it. He's had a hot game today, Exit. 13 and 5. He's got a smoke. He'll deploy it, but likely to come in just a little bit too late. So they're going to go with the Molotov, force themselves into the open, and Exit able to peel away with 1 kill still.
Good find to set up the retake, and 2 players in Donut. Not going to come through, but this retake might come fast. tory's coming late towards A main to be that final piece of the puzzle to prevent the defuse, but it's all on this Temple fight, and it goes the way of MIBR.
Here comes Drop out of Temple. Long range with the dual Berettas. 2v4 post plant for Imperial Valkyries, and now they fall to just tory. The plant will give them a force buy in the next round, but Drop is not missing with his dual Berettas, and we are looking at 9-4. Great shooting from Drop. And at least Imperial Valkyries will get the opportunity to go for the force buy here. So they're going to throw the Galils into the mix. 3 Galils, 2 Tech 9s for Imperial Valkyries. A little bit of utility here and there. But MIBR, if you remember their Mirage defense, it was very disruptive, aggressive. And a similar style here down the ramp, combined with a spam kill through the wood from Safe. Not the greatest of starts for Imperial Valkyries, who fall to just tory. And we're now looking at a 10-4 scoreline for MIBR.
And tory goes down last. 6-round lead. MIBR looking to march towards this 2-0 nice and easy. Guns are going to come out now for Imperial. Ooh, no, they're not. Do you force buy? Do you force buy, Dinko, if it's you? If you're the IGL, are you force buying here? Tech
I want to have 1 gun round. I want to have
one gun round. One round of AK-47s.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Let's see the mentality that tory goes with here.
No, I think they're going to go with what you just said right now.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
Couple pistols picked up, but yeah, let's find 1 gun round in the second half. tory kind of shoved into the open behind the flames, can't find anything. There's that aggression down middle. Round like this with no util and no rifles, you're never going to slow this. So MongolZ and Insani going to mount some aggression. And these B double doors players are in some trouble. I don't think MIBR is going to slow down and shy away from this fight whatsoever.
23 to be forced into the open with the fire. And MongolZ makes sure it's quick work.
And this is kind of what we praised MIBR for on Mirage. Is, I mean, just look at how relentless they are. Like up 10-4, having a relatively easy time of things, and still just saying, no matter what round it is, we're going to make sure you're never comfortable. We're going to make sure you never have the chance to put a plan together or execute whatever plan you've come up with into the round.
Now here comes that 1 good buy here for Imperial Valkyries. be a good time to see if they can get an execution or set piece going. I don't know, do you go for a default in a round like this, Jason? I wouldn't think so, right?
I mean, I think you go with whatever you're kind of comfortable with how you've been playing. If you have a pocket strategy that you feel like is going to work, like now's the time to call it. But if you don't have something specific for MIBR, yes, set up in this default and see what this half is going to look like. It's going to, if you're going to make a comeback happen, it's going to be a long one. You're going to have to win a default eventually, regardless.
Well, they do settle in to the default. A little bit of pressure being thrown in. Look at it overwhelm the Donut defender. 23 does pretty well to trade out a teammate tory, so 4v4 to kick things off. And Zaz, I felt so bad for her in the last round. She just gets spammed down through the wood. Surely it can't happen again.
All right, well. Kill is nice, but it doesn't give you any actual control in middle. There's no way to actually pressure Red Room, pressure Donut at the moment. MongolZ finding another one on B ramp, so increasingly the B bomb site is feeling like it's not an option. They're going to test Donut next, and it's exit. Waiting inside on the back end. No Molotov to clear him out. They're trying to go quiet, trying to keep their plan secret for now. Good find from 23. Oh. And they step forward. The rotation is on, but another post plant here for Imperial Valkyries.
I gotta say, 23 has looked sharp at times throughout this game even. Another sick headshot that opens things up here for Imperial Valkyries. 3v3. MIBR gonna give this a go in the retake. And oh, Anna just repositioning. Gets in behind the big box in time. She's getting a little bit more advanced. And unfortunately for her, it wasn't a 1v1 fight. Drop came back through Temple. And Anna was already committed to the Sprite, so she's gone, and it leaves Imperial Valkyries with Zaz and 23 to try and close this out together. That plant in the open, flash being sent out. 23 denies the initial plans. Actually, Zaz who gets that pick in. Drop now on the defuse, but MongolZ gets the 1v1 to go his way, and back to the defuse for an MIBR victory.
Yeah, nicely done from MIBR, making sure they get those trades on the swing each time. Happy to sacrifice the planter to make sure you get the kills. Kit drops right on top of the bomb. And a nice move out of Temple, seizing the opportunity, seeing a moment of opportunity to actually step out, get behind big box, force Anna to make an awkward play. Really good kills found by 23 to make this round doable. Just yet again, another solid retake from MIBR. Good teamwork from them on the retake as well. And 8 chances to close out the map. Final chance as Bubble passes out some fist bumps, some claps.
Yeah, last hurrah here in the series today. MIBR have come to play. A good game from them individually. Disruptive CT sides. And they're getting the job done, bouncing back from their loss yesterday.
Yeah, that's about the positive point we have to take out of this one is the attitude that and the mentality that MIBR came into this with today after the loss yesterday to Wildcard is really impressive. I've really liked what I've seen. Default setup in this round for Imperial, but really quickly everyone's sliding and shifting into position to be aggressive towards this B bomb site. Molotovs to give some space over, but over the flames. Drop takes down Zaz immediately.
A great opening kill for MIBR. One step in the right direction to close this one out. Cat needs to get her gun out. Looks like MongolZ might have continued the idea of pushing down, but as soon as he makes contact, drops back into the site. And they will be able to play the 4v5 here at Imperial Valkyries. 23, 2 HP. And 1 bullet is enough to drop her. So Insani makes quick work to go up to a 5v3. tory getting spammed down through the wood. Really tough to see this round going anywhere now for Imperial Valkyries. tory, ooh, I like this play. Oh, just didn't see MongolZ. The smoke just blocking out the vision just enough. Anna charges forward into the fight. tory to go down at top ramp, and Cat the last remaining member in a 1v5. She'll do what she can, but it's only one, and it is another clean victory here for MIBR. They bounce back after their opening day loss to Wildcard with a 2-0 over Imperial Valkyries.
Yeah, and like, yes, yeah, this is lovely from MIBR. Let's focus on them for the moment out of this victory, because we talked a lot. Yesterday seemed like they kind of got knocked out of their game and probably had a really long conversation after the match last